Welcome everyone to the MDM Show. It is our second season. And of course, founder and host, Peter Schenk. Hey, Peter, how are you?
Donna, doing great. How are you? It's good to be back. Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. We survived the holidays.
We did.
I think we were losing
And of course, lots of things going on, right?
Oh, yes. I think, at least I hope we didn't lose any attention during the reruns we were doing there with some of those amazing discounts for people. But this season is going to be mind-blowing on every level. We have some amazing speakers lined up for the month of January, followed through with February, and then into March. So how were your holidays?
You know what? The holidays were absolutely phenomenal. Great to spend time with family. And of course, I got to bring in the new year in Las Vegas. So that was fun, of course, and lots of fun things. And of course, very excited for 2016. Happy New Year, everyone.
Awesome. So what do we got lined up tonight?
Well, you know, we had so many questions during our last ending of our season. So, of course, we're going to answer questions tonight, do a lot of questions. And also, we're going to open up the phone lines a little bit later on in the show.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So, lots of exciting things.
So I had a really good idea. I thought we would start off the show with a 2016 holiday blessing, my style. So this one is radically different from any of the others we've ever done. So I'd like everyone to go ahead and get a glass of water, please, and put it right down in front of you. Give everyone a couple seconds to do that.
Get your water, folks.
Or soda. Works great with root beer. So I'd like everyone to put that glass of water in front of them, and I'd like to take your hands, just kind of cup them like this, the way you're doing it. Just lay it just over the top of the glass of the water, and I want you to close your eyes quickly, and we need to clear the space. This is going to be an extremely elegant yet powerful transformation activation. Okay, so just close your eyes, and I want you to breathe deeply through your nose. Just listen to me first, though. Okay, when you're breathing through your nose, I want you to breathe in source energy. Okay, and there's nothing, you really can't do this wrong. In your imagination or your mind's eye, just pull up, you're just pulling in white light through your nose. Okay, and when you're exhaling, you're just exhaling detoxins within the body. They just let them flow out, and they'll just flow. So again, just kind of hold your hands like this over your glass of water, close your eyes. When you breathe through your nose, imagine that source energy coming in and permeating every part of your body. And when you're exhaling, exhale the detoxins. So here we go. We're going to do this 3 times. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Okay. As I mentioned many times, we're not doing kumbaya. We're not lighting candles, no dead chickens, nothing. We're doing the strictly source energy tonight, okay? So I'd like everyone to take their left hand, okay? Now we're going to be doing this in 2 parts, and I have a lot of thought into this, by the way. I want everyone to raise their left hand over that glass of water, about 3 inches. Now, this activation is about receiving what I'm going to be giving to you, okay? And then we're going to be letting go on the second part of it. So left hand up, about 3 inches over the glass of water, spread your fingers. Just allow that energetic stream to flow through your hand into the water. And again, this is all about receiving what I'm giving to you, nothing else. Put your attention on the water and repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist. Now, I'd like everyone to go ahead and drink as much of that water as you want, but don't finish it. Don't drink more than half of it, please. Now we're going to be giving back to the water, and it's important you don't drink this because we're going to be removing from the body again. It's like everyone to take the right hand, raise it over that glass about 3 inches. Put your attention on the water, and you'll feel the energy this time coming through your right hand, okay, from your right hand, more specifically from your right hand. Put your attention on your hand and repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist. Okay, we're not drinking this water. It's very important we don't drink it because we have just released from the body and the surroundings. What you do want to do is just take that water and down the drain it goes. Do not drink it. Okay, very, very important tonight. So, Donna, you mentioned some questions. What do we got? You're on mute. Really? 55?
I did. I muted myself.
52 shows last year? We don't...
Okay, let's get going with some questions because, as you said, we've had lots of questions that people have been asking us, you know, while we were on the break. So, first of all, one of the big questions, Peter, that James asked. James, of course, is from Colorado, looks like. And his question is, Peter, what has your personal growth been since 2015? And what can we expect in 2016 from you?
That's a really good question. So if you were to graph, and when I let's be clear about this, when I speak about my personal growth, I'm talking about my growth in the world that I choose to be in, and that is a world of high magic and mysticism and wizardry to large effect. And you know, I've never had mentors that have showed up in the physical beings to teach me what I know and knowledge I've accumulated, knowledge obviously with the product line I've created. It's always been through my own personal growth and my own experience. Now, 2015, as far as my personal growth goes, has been the largest out of the last 11 years. So if you took the last 10 years and compressed them into 1 year, that's what my personal growth has been in 2015. Now, if you take all of that personal growth in 2015 and you compress it even further, the largest growth spurt I have had, period, has been since the middle of October till now, without a doubt. And knowledge accumulated within that time has been immense. Now, if you look at the track record we have this year,
who's behind that door behind you?
We've released Aquaware 4. We've released Smoke Erase, Light Body, the Source 4, the 12th Project 4.0, and Navitus 4. Okay, I'm a one-man show, and we've released 6 or 7 major upgrades to the product line. And beyond that, we've started the show. So when you take all of this experience and you roll it into, you know, what's been happening and graph it linearly, it's going exponentially straight up. So I suspect that the growth in 2016 is going to fall back on itself, meaning, you know, sky's the limit. We're unlimited beings. I play in an unlimited world. The product lineup, which we'll talk about here in a little while, for 2016 is unlike anything you've seen to date. And it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, amazing. That I can promise you.
That's exciting. Lots of cool things. So, other questions that we have from Ohio. From Ohio, we've got Richard, and Richard wants to know, what's so special about your new MDM logo?
Wow, that's a big one. The last iteration of the MDM logo has been around about 3 years, and as part of my growth and personal growth, and at the end of 2015, in the help of someone very special, we wanted to create something that has never been seen before. And we put the logo out New Year's Eve. It went on Facebook first. It'll soon be on the website, obviously, in all the emails that we're sending out. And as my personal growth accelerates, so will the power of the logo. Now, I don't want to get into specifics about it because a lot of it's proprietary information, obviously, but there is, it took 85 or 86 renditions of a pre-existing logo, which you all know and love, to arrive at the new one. There is a lot of embedded, a lot of hidden information in there. So it's a direct reflect of how I've grown over the last year, especially the last 3 months, and where we're going to 2016 and beyond. And that's all I can really say about that now.
Right on. Okay, this one's from overseas. So we've got Scott. Looks like Scott's in the UK. Scott wants to know about the HFA harmonic field amplifier.
Oh, okay. That's a big topic, and I'm glad we have that question. A couple months, about 4 weeks ago, I put out a teaser on Facebook that showed basically the front of a device that said harmonic field amplifier. This was an idea that was presented to me from a friend, and I decided to build upon that idea and create something the world has never seen before. Also understand that the software development over the course of 2015 has taken a personal toll on my mental ability to keep up with the demand of the upgrades, pushing the envelope with the technology. And as Navitas 4 came to a close in November, I need a break from software development for a little while. But I don't, those of you that know me, I don't sit idle ever. So I'm always thinking ahead of the bell curve. What can we get out to market? What can we build? What's, see the invisible and do the impossible, which has always pushed me along. So this idea spurred what we call the HFA, or the harmonic field amplifier. It is a new way of traveling, and I mean literally. It's a device that will be possibly manufactured in Germany towards the end of the month, or possibly here in the US. I don't know yet. And it's basically a device that has no power, no circuitry, except very advanced geometry that you can see, and more importantly, a very harmonizing design. The design took me a long time to play with and get it right. And we're nearing the final stages so we can go out into the world and start manufacturing this device. So what is it? It's a device that you put into your car, okay? We all know about the stories of what the force field transportation specifically has done in Aquaware 4. There was a couple testimonies on the website, and one that comes to mind was and for folks that don't know what a force field transportation is, in Aquaware 4, it's an intent. You put that intent into the humidity bubble around your car when you're driving, and it keeps you in a cocoon, a protective bubble. And there are a couple really good testimonies on there. One being a woman was driving behind a truck with a refrigerator on it, and she decided to switch lanes. And literally seconds later, the refrigerator fell off the truck and bounced down the road, and, keeping her and her family safe. And second one came in about a woman that was driving down the highway, and there was a deer that was coming in at an impossible angle to her car and her current trajectory, and the deer seemed to dematerialize through the car, thereby not allowing a scratch on it. Now, I experience everything that happens from an etherical point. That's how I know how to build it. And for the most part, in the physical. When I was driving back from South Carolina back in October, I had a rock hit my windshield that was about the size of a golf ball at an angle that should have shattered the windshield. It didn't even leave a mark. And we all know that rock chips at, not that I drive at 120 miles an hour ever, but at this particular speed, it would have shattered my windshield. I didn't have a scratch on it. So that kind of inspired me to give more thought into the harmonic field amplifier. And it's a device that you just put in your car. You put it in the dashboard. You can put it in the glove compartment as long as it remains in the car. And it'll probably take about 12 days to really become in tune with the car. Okay. And the idea behind it is to take all of the unharmonic energy within the car, everything. That means the way your gas burns in your car, your oil efficiency, your brake wear, your tire wear, the overall well-being of your mental state in the car. And believe me, we're all kind of unbalanced in traffic at some point. We all heard of road rage. And what it does is it takes all these unharmonic energies and it washes them. They get pulled right into this device and they get cleansed or neutralized in the 0 point. Okay, that's the point by which everything spawns from. And then it's returned out the bottom of the device and goes back to where it came from in a perfectly harmonic state. Now, what does that mean? Okay, and I'm going to make some bold claims here, as I always do. That means your brake pads aren't going to wear as fast. That means your tires aren't going to wear as fast. That means your oil's not going to break down as fast. That means that your car is going to run better. That means that the stereo in your car is going to sound better. That means that when you get into your car, you're going to feel better about where you are. And again, since you can get out of that car and your body's going to be harmonized, you're going to be able to spread that good juju all around everywhere where you go, believe it or not. But more importantly, it's also going to create several levels of protection within your car or your truck or your vehicle. Okay. Now, this is my first adventure and the team's first adventure into a world that I have not played in as far as a physical device that's being created. So this is, depending on how this does, and I suspect it's going to do very well because I already see down the timeline exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be the first of its kind in a generation of these devices that come out. We might have one for your home and office at some point, maybe a little bigger, maybe a little different design. But one of the people I was talking to about the possible applications of this device is also to change your intent. So if it's harmonizing frequencies that are in you and your intent is to bring ill will with you, and you can walk through, if you're at the airport going through a metal detector, it'll just cleanse those thoughts of you right away. So the applications for this technology are really unlimited. I like to think unlimited all the time, and the products that I create and bring to market really are unlimited. And this is just another venture into an area I haven't played in yet, but brings all of my experience with software energy work in workshop work that I've done into something that'll be incredibly crafted, beautiful to look at, perfectly balanced in every aspect. And, you put it in your car and you're ready to rock and roll. And I'm sorry, Donna, what was that person's name? Scott? Was that Scott?
Scott from the UK.
Scott, great question. I hope that answered it for you.
Nice. So here's the question. When will Aquaware 5 be ready, and what kind of new features will she bring? That's kind of two questions. And that's from that Yvette.
Didn't I just say I was going to hang up my? Didn't I just say I was hanging up my software hat? Now people want Aquaware 5. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want people to really understand what goes into software development. Okay. In the entire product line, I always talk about the Aquaware engine, and that's exactly what it is. Every piece of software is based off of the Aquaware engine. So Aquaware 5 will come into fruition at some point this year, and then each product in the product line will be updated with the Aquaware 5 engine preceding the Aquaware original launch. But I really want people to understand, and then I'll get into some of the features that are coming in Aquaware 5, because these are going to be mind-blowing. Aquaware version 1 took me 3 months to create and bring to market. Okay, that was with 180 intents. And that was it. That did not have water prep or user prep in it. That was original version 1.0. And it goes through stages. We have the blueprint stage, and we have the beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, then we have RT, then we have the final release. Now, RT and final release are really the same thing, but the final release is just a recompiling of the RT code, and then out the market it goes. So Aquaware version 1 was released on July 4th, 2007. And in January 2015, Aquaware 4.0 was released. Now, I explained that version 1 took 3 months. Now, Aquaware 4 was the largest upgrade on any existing product I have ever done. It took 9 months from blueprinting to final design. 9 months. Aquaware 4 offers over 700 pre-canned intents and has a whole slew of very advanced features. Aquaware 5 will redefine the water technology beyond anything you know today. Okay, it will make Aquaware 4 look like child's play. So why do I say that? Aquaware 4 is based on a two-dimensional map system. We have X and we have Y. So you look at a two-dimensional image. I'm going to introduce a third element, a third dimension into Aquaware. And because the frequencies are embedded in the code and embedded in the imagery, you're looking at a two-dimensional image. Aquaware 5, let me back up here. For those of you that don't know what a Cartesian map system is, it's a way to map out in three-dimensional space exactly where any point is given. So if you were to imagine, just in your mind's eye, let's do this exercise because it'll really open you up a little bit and give you an idea of exactly where I'm going with Aquaware 5. So just kind of sit back and close your eyes. You can do this, Donna. And pull up a black screen in your mind's eye. And think about a point of light on that black screen. Nothing fancy. This is just for demonstration purposes. Visualizing is the easiest way I can explain how this will work. So you have this point of light. Now imagine that's your favorite intent in Aquaware 4. It's a two-dimensional intent. The only way to locate it is X and Y, right? And then you can point it in 2 dimensions. Now, let's say we wanted to add a third dimension, Z. Okay, now we're talking Cartesian map system. Now, we can reference that point in 3-dimensional space as soon as you pull up Z point. And now you'll see how the depth, the breadth, and the scope of what you're looking at, it just went, just backed up, okay? Now, if you move your mind's eye around that particular dot, you see the power you're starting to play with now. We've just entered into a new reality. We've just entered into a new coordinate system. Okay, so let's go back to Aquaware. Aquaware 5 will give you the ability to play with these intents in 3 dimensions, thereby exacerbating the power of Aquaware to the nth degree. That's for the existing intents, okay? The advanced features that are going to be going, I'm not allowing any of these out of the bag because you have to wait and sweat until this one gets done, but the advanced features within Aquaware 5 are all going to consume this Cartesian map system with the frequencies, okay? We're going to have 180 added brilliant minds into it. We're going to have probably another 300 or 400 pre-canned intents. The user intent function within Aquaware 5 will be rewritten from the ground up. It'll be much easier to use. The choices that you'll be able to use will be a lot easier to use. You'll still be able to use all your old favorite QLSs that'll all come over into Aquaware 5. Everything will be great, but Aquaware 5 is going to be a powerhouse on every level, and it'll be second to none. The development time, once I actually sit down and start doing it, because I've kind of hung up my software hat for now, will probably take about 10 months, but it should be out by the end of 2016 is the plan for sure. And then the preceding year, 2017, we will update everything accordingly. Over to you, Donna.
Okay. Next question. This is from Sheila. Sheila is in New Mexico. She wants to know about the master classes. What are the master class workshops? When will they be available?
How did that get out of the bag? Really? Where'd that come from? Okay, so it's been a while since I've done workshops. I have been very busy developing software in 2015. I've been very busy doing the teleseminar shows. And I've only managed to squeak in 1 or 2 workshops throughout the whole year, which is really unlikely, which is really uncanny, because in 2014 I probably did 6 or 7. And the way a workshop works is you purchase whatever the workshop topic is, and you dial into a secure line, and I allow you to participate in the workshop. We use sacred geometry, we use water, we use a lot of handwriting tools that are specific to you. We bless the water, we pull out, deliver, maximize everything that needs to be in our time together. The workshops are typically an hour and a half. About 4 months ago, Donna worked very diligent with me on this, and we decided to come out with what we call the Master Workshop Series. And we came out with a list of about maybe 40 or 50 topics, things that we both expressed interest in, and honestly, most of the ideas came from Donna because I was preoccupied with software. So we picked 8 classes to bring people up to mastery level in. And these are going to be very, very different from the typical workshops. I'm going to be giving you homework assignments prior to the workshops. I'm going to be delivering information you've never heard from anywhere, you've never read anywhere before. It's all proprietary knowledge that we will be going through on these workshops. So to give you an example of the 8 workshops, and we're still looking at pricing accordingly, and if we want to lump all 8 together, which we'll probably do, and then offer the individual ones if you wanted to do those. But we will be having a show dedicated specifically to the masterclass workshop, probably sometime towards the beginning of February, which will explain in depth, in detail, exactly what we're going to be doing in these, and you'll be able to purchase the masterclass workshop series on that show at a steep discount. Otherwise, you'll be paying retail, whatever that is, throughout the time. So we decided to go with 8 particular topics. The first one is deep trust. The second one is inner light, inner healing. The third one is living love, being love. The fourth one is true purpose. and we have conscious creation. We have it's within me. I attract what I want, and creating abundance, authentic abundance. And there's beautiful descriptions that go with these, but I'm not, for time purposes, I'm not going to get into those. But again, I will be showing you exactly how to master each one of these on a level you've never seen before. I'll be pushing the envelope as I normally do. And the hope is to keep these classes down to about 10 people each. That way it can be more intimate. We're not going for volume on these. We're going for, you know, substance. I really want to get one-on-one with people instead of these large forums that I normally do, and deliver this particular knowledge to them on a level unprecedented in anything they've ever experienced. And that is the field that we're playing in today in 2016, based on the other 15 minutes I spent on my own personal growth before. What else we got?
Okay. So, all right. Sue. Sue she's from your neck of the woods up in Connecticut. She wants to know new workshops coming this month for January. Anything?
I have decided to do a workshop in January. It's top secret right now because I don't have a topic. Actually, we do have a topic. It's just not. So this will be a workshop done on a grand scale, the way I normally do them. And you'll receive an email in the next couple of weeks if you want to partake in that particular workshop and the topic. I don't have thoughts circulating on it yet, but I will in the next 3 days, and we'll put that email together and get it out to you. So yes, the workshops are coming, and we're going to kick off 2016 with one in January. I suspect it'll probably be an hour and a half to 2 hours because I like to go a little bit longer. I also like to answer people's questions in those workshops. I also like to open up the lines to people in the workshops to really bring in that authentic feel of what we're doing. And once the energy starts to flow in these workshops, it's unequaled anything you've ever experienced. That I can assure you. How about you want to do some live callers?
That would be great.
Yeah, let's do a couple.
Let's open the phone lines, folks. Let me tell you the number: 203-456-8155. Again, that call-in number 203-456-8155.
I also want to explain to people that the whole MDM team is going to be on the road at some point this year. We're going to be doing live shows in different cities this year. So we won't just be behind the camera or on the phone or in an email. Oh. Hi, this is Peter. You live?
Hey, Peter. Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, who's this?
This is Maria.
Hi, Maria. What can we do for you?
Hey, so you know how you talked about having your Great Awakening so that you had this idea to create this? Well, I would like to have that so that I can bring forth the MDM service in the most phenomenal way I can.
Wow. Well, thank you. And I mean, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're asking if you can help in its birth process in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what you've done is inspiring, so I would like that awakening in me so that I can create something greater, you know, not just for me, for everyone, the whole world. What you do, so what am I capable of?
Well, I tell you what, if you can get a hold of Donna at sometime in the next day, and Donna will give her email address out because I just love giving mine out because I read all my emails, by the way, and she will filter you down and get you in contact with me. But I really do appreciate that. And if there is a will, there's a way. So certainly all the help would be phenomenal. Sure.
Oh, thank you so so much. I will look for Donna's email and I will get back. It's probably on your website.
Sure. Thank you very much for the call.
You're welcome. Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Donna.
You're welcome. Again, let me give the shout out for the number. And of course, shout out to the email. It is Donna, DONNA, at moderndaymystic.com. Donna at moderndaymystic.com. We do have a question from the audience, Peter. Valerie is saying on the road only. So I'm thinking Valerie is talking about the workshops when we were talking about being on the road. Are we going out of the country just yet?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let me be clear about this. The master class workshops will be done in a forum setting, like all of my workshops. You'll dial into a number and we'll all interact. The only thing that I am aiming is to keep these extremely small, 10 people max. So once it's presented on the show, it's going to go like hotcakes, because this is going to be high magic like you've never seen me deliver before. But I don't want to talk about that. And then the second part was, I'll get back to that in a minute. Hi, this is Peter. You're live with us.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Can you walk away from your computer, please?
Yeah, I just turned it off. I'm going in the other room.
And who are we speaking to?
My name is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
How are you tonight? Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you. We're good. We're good.
Could you please help me with my lower hip and back problem? I'm going to the chiropractor now for, usually he can always fix me up, and now for about 6 months, whatever's going on, just not right.
Yes, but I'm going to make this general to everyone so everyone can get a benefit from it. Okay, and we're going to do this really, really quick. Just everyone get a pen and a piece of paper. I know it's ad hoc, and just grab one really quick. And if you don't have one around, you can do this at any time. Okay, I want you to draw a circle on the piece of paper. Okay, as big as you can, just draw a circle. And within the circle, I want you to draw a pyramid. So the top of the pyramid touches the top of the circle, bottom left, bottom right, inside the circle. Now, in dead center of the pyramid, I want you to draw a little circle and fill it in, maybe, you know, centimeter by centimeter, but dead center. And I want you to write this across the entire picture. And it doesn't matter how it looks. You don't have to be Leonardo da Vinci or Picasso, okay? This is the digital age. Use your imagination. Draw the figure 8 as big as you want over the entire drawing. The figure 8. It stands for the Mobius continuum, or no beginning and no end. Okay, and I just want you to take a glass of water and you just put it dead center so that that little the point that you put there is dead center on the glass. So, you know, if you were to look at it like this, and that's your glass, that piece would be like right there in the middle. Okay, and all you have to do is just lean over a little bit and look right down through it and focus on that particular circle, okay, down at the bottom of the glass of water, and you just repeat the words, I honor the space in which you exist, and then just drink that 2 or 3 times a day and you're good to go.
Okay.
And by the way, folks, that does have an expiration of 30 days, then it goes out of the ether. It's just FYI. Okay?
All right, awesome. Thank you. I'm staring at my water now.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.
Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So what I was saying before was, so the master class is is going to be the dial-in, but we're going to be hitting the road doing live shows by the end of the year, meaning you're going to come into a forum with 150, 200 people. I'll greet you at the door because I'm nice like that. And we'll rock it, whatever the topic is, whatever we want the topic to be. I'll teach you ancient knowledge, secrets, which I'm allowed to teach you, about using water to do a whole multitude of beautiful things. And I'll show you how to bless it. I'll show you how to change it up. I'll show you the do's, the don'ts. I'll show you everything. And of course, we'll have phenomenal sales on software and all kinds of things. Okay, so the lines are still open if you want to call in live. Donna, what is your personal growth been like in 2015 with me?
Wow. My personal growth. Well, first of all, mind-blowing, first of all, of course. You know, I think back to first meeting you and knowing immediately from seeing you that there was so much power with everything that you were doing, immediate. And taking that and learning from you, of course, with the products, with everything that you've been doing, the workshops, you know, folks, of course, you know, I'm there listening in and kind of monitoring. So I get to take in everything that you're taking in. And it's amazing. You know, you have worked on myself. Whoever called with the back problem or the chiropractic issues, I asked you, we were talking, and I said, Peter, my back, and you were like, okay, just do this. And it was so immediate. The relief was so immediate. So my growth has been my mindset being opened up. You can call it, I don't know, third eye. I don't know what you want to call it, but everything has opened up, and I'm excited for the future with everything that's going on, especially the master classes, especially with being on the road, because for us to get out there and to see some of you folks are going to join us, so we're going to get to meet you in person, and that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to expanding in so many different ways. You've already mentioned the HFA, of course, the software. We are meeting some incredible people on the show, the guest speakers, so I get to learn from them as well. My growth is 2016 has already started on fire.
That's awesome. I love watching how people that come into contact with us, how they grow and their experiences. And that has always fueled me since the first time I've actually worked on somebody and had amazing changes in their life. So again, folks, we're going to keep the lines open here for a couple more minutes if you want to dial in. 203-456-8155. And we'll take your calls as they come in. So being on the road adds a new element to what we do. I'm a ham in front of the camera, but in front of a large group of people, oh boy, expect the unexpected. I've done speaking in front of large groups of people, not obviously on this level, but in my other professional life, once upon a time. And I can very much animate people. Oh, I just animated the phone. Imagine that. Hi, this is Peter. Can you walk away from your computer, please?
Hi.
Hi. Who are we speaking with?
This is Barb from Connecticut.
Hey, Barb. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Awesome.
We've missed you.
Oh.
You've been very missed.
Oh, thank you. I love hearing compliments like that.
I'm interested in the master class, but at 10 people, how are we going to know we're going to get in?
Well,
If the first come, first serve.
That's a great question. And like everything else, there needs to be a time restriction associated with it. You'll have ample opportunity in advance. I told you I'm going to be doing a whole show that is going to explain in detail what the master classes are all about and what they're going to do. And within that show, there'll be a window that you need to be ready. And I'll just say, okay, it's here it is. Here's the website. Here you go, and you can get it. And no, I'm just saying 10 people. I want to keep it very limited. I want to keep it very warm, and so you can have that one-on-one time with me in the time that we have allotted for each one of the classes. But rest assured, this is work. Okay, this is going to be work. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be very respectful of your time, but you have to be respectful of mine. I'm going to ask you to do certain things to prepare yourself before each one of these classes. And if you don't do it, don't show up to the class, because you will be unprepared. And when I tell you I will blow your marbles apart, I will. I'm going to rock you in ways you've never been rocked before, because I can do that, and I will. And it's all about getting you to a better place. But this is a venture, again, like everything new in 2016 that I have not done before. And it's going to be incredibly powerful. You know, for the most part, I keep myself purposely dim during the shows when I speak and work with people, because I want them to concentrate on what I'm telling them and not what I'm doing. And what I mean by dim is I just turn myself down. It's like dimming a light bulb. I do it on purpose. In these workshops, that is not going to be the case in point. You are going to work, and you're going to work very hard and diligently, but I'll be giving you step-by-step instructions prior to the homework that you have to do. No, it's not, you know, it's not 10 hours of homework, but it's going to make you think about what you want in these particular classes. And rest assured, when you get done with these classes, you're going to have mastery in each one of these topics. And it's going to be beautiful as long as you listen to what I tell you to do. You do your homework, and it's going to be amazing.
Well, I'm ready. You have unlimited my beliefs for sure. And I have all of your software programs, and delighted to be part of it.
Right on. I love hearing that. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Donna, what tangent was I on before the phone rang?
Master classes, you know, and you kind of talked some about it, about the work that's going to be put in. Folks, you got to work hard on this, which is, I'm excited because, you know, as you were saying that, Peter, what came to me was those who are going to sign up for the master class are going to be the ones ready to do the work in this nice intimate setting.
It's going to be, I've never done these before, but I know that they're going to be absolutely perfect in the delivery, in the information content, the things that are asked of you. I want you to be interactive in this. I want you to ask me questions. I want you to do homework that allows me to know you, which allows me to perfect exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing 8 of these, okay? They're going to be 1 a week. It's going to be over a 2-month period. It's going to be a tremendous amount of work for me and Donna, and it's going to be a lot of work for you. But rest assured, as we complete each one of the classes, now again, folks, this might change completely. None of this is set in stone until I say it is, and I'm just, since it was a question, and I don't know if I mentioned this before. How did this get out there? It's really surprises me. But here I am rambling. So this is kind of a, you know, was a secret. It's not anymore, but it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be delivering exactly what it says it's going to be delivering. Are you excited, Nana? I kind of am. I can't hear you.
I was going to say I was speaking, but as always, very, very excited because, as you know, I said, I get to grow along with others, but of course, you know, working with you, lots of growth. So I'm always excited and pushing for some new things as well, especially in those workshops.
I want to do a source for activation based on, I'm feeling kind of wily tonight, Donna. What do you think? What should we do?
Good.
What should we do?
Ooh, well, it's the new year, right?
What about the new year?
You know, first of all, what do you think about resolutions?
If you're thinking about resolving it in the new year, you're too late. You should have started
Right?
it a month ago. New Year's resolution, in my opinion, is for amateurs.
Okay, great. I'm glad you said that. So and you know, I say that because, and I go back to these master classes, you know, with all the work we're going to be doing, and folks, those resolutions, you're not even going to need those, because
Look,
so many different things are going to be coming up.
Look, the eyeball.
Well, show the new one. Show the new logo. Can you show that without source 4 on top of it real quick?
There it is. Can you see it? You know, let's do something. No, I don't want to do that. But everyone, just kind of close their eye. Actually, don't close your eyes. Just kind of sit back for a second and stare at the eye. And actually, this will be interesting. I want people to stare at the eye on my computer screen here for a minute, and then if anything happens, I want you to call in 203-456-8155. I'm keeping it contained now, but I'll count backwards. I'll go 3, 2, 1. When I get to 1, I want you to just experience it. So just sit back, relax, look at your computer screen, and look into the 0 point, or the blackness in the middle of the eye, and just concentrate on that. Okay. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. I want everyone to just stare into the center of the eye. Here it comes. Okay, folks, if you have an experience, I'd like you to call in 203-456-8155. You doing all right there, Donna? What happened?
All is well.
You're all kind of giddily. Did you have an experience with the eye?
You know what? What was drawing me was the yellow in that eye. And it felt like, well, it felt like it was moving. So I was concentrated there, and I felt that movement, and it felt like water for me, like oceans, and very peaceful, but that yellow piece in the eye.
So we're going to do a quick source 4 activation. I'm just going to run this one very, very quickly. So if you have any water left, just where your attention goes, the intention will go. And this is my own personal 2016 blessing for everyone that has made such a phenomenal year for the MDM team in 2015. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Where your attention goes, the intention goes. This is my own personal manifestation for everyone listening on this call and on the webinar tonight. Okay, I'd like everyone to go ahead and drink as much as you want. How's everyone feeling? Okay. That's all I've got this evening for everybody. Again, Donna has the specifics about who's up and coming in January on the show, but so far we've got a very, very strong lineup, very, very interesting people in their own crafts and what they do. And of course, they'll be offering discounts and product demonstrations of what they do and how they deliver it on the MDM show. So stay tuned, and 2016 is going to rock for sure.
Absolutely. 2016 is going to rock. And you know, starting with next week, we've got lots of new folks coming on the show. Bart Smythe. Bart is from, let me get it straight, with Bart, Sweden. And Bart is the modern day shaman. So we have modern day mystic meets modern day shaman. So that's going to be next Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be here on the MDM channel, of course. And Peter and Bart are going to have, I'm envisioning amazing dialogue between the two of you and the things that you two will share.
I am very much looking forward to all of it.
Yay!
Donna, thank you. Everyone, thank you for listening. This has been another great show. Kick off to 2016. I hope I gave you a little tad bits of what's coming from the MDM team this year, and it's going to be like no other year.
Right on. Absolutely, it's going to be phenomenal. And folks, stay tuned. We'll see you next Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Again, Peter Schenk with his guest, Bart Smythe. We're going to have a blast. See you then.
Night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.